Also known as the Sutter Buttes, these picturesque peaks and valleys located among miles of flat farmland are the result of violent volcanoes and lava flows nearly 1.6 million years ago, creating what scientists have dubbed the world's smallest mountain range, with a height of 2,000 feet and a diameter of only 10 miles. Compare that to the Sierra Nevada range, which extends 250 miles and is 14,000 feet high. So I'd say it's a fitting title. The gatekeeper of these short yet mystical mountains is Margit Sands, proud owner of Dean Ranch, one of the oldest working cattle ranches along the Sutter Buttes.
My grandfather in 1898 purchased the Butte property, and I thank him every day I come up here. It's just like, oh, because I just love it, and it's so nice to let other people enjoy it too.
All he does is he sees needs and he goes and fills them. That's a guy worth supporting. That's the bottom line.
You know, it doesn't take a whole lot to just be a good person, and just with a lot of people here, it seems like, you know, their values growing up was just, if you can help, then just help.
Help that brings us to this pitch and this hit for these kids.
I feel like I'm at a real MLB game.
And these parents.
Oh my God, I think it's wonderful.
A labor of love realized.
I love baseball, and I think it's a great diversion for kids. I think you learn a lot about life in it, and if you get to master the game, it's a phenomenal sport.
To finally have this field, this facility, and being able to play our first game in 3 years, it's no words. It's no words. We can honestly say we're home. We're home.
The best way to truly see Lake Tahoe is with a crystal clear view. Here at Kings Beach, a company called Wild Society has come up with an ingenious way of giving lakegoers the chance to see Lake Tahoe like they've never seen it before.
We are the only ones that offer a completely see-through kayak.
These slow-moving kayak canoe hybrids are perfect for capturing those Instagrammable moments. Not to mention, you could squeeze in a pretty good arm workout. And with only 20 of them in store, Wild Society tour guide Danielle Finnick says the summers are very good for business.
We're constantly booked. Sometimes our reservations online are booked up weeks in advance. Say hello!
Crystal kayakers can embark on a 4-hour-long journey along the scenic shoreline, while seeing several feet down to Lake Tahoe's sandy bottom, giving you a better understanding of how pure the lake really is and how it needs to stay that way.
It can almost be a spiritual experience, especially if you go to our 8 a.m. time slots and there's no one out here. The lake is glass.
Wow, look at that.
It's really a way to connect with the lake unlike any other.
We come here every single Friday and race.
For 12-year-old Austin Alsup and his little sister Molly, the racetrack at Millennium Kart Racing is their #1 happy place.
I got my fastest time in here, which is a 21.5. We just have fun.
And it continues to be for them and several other families in Yuba City during an ongoing pandemic.
There's not a lot of things open, you know, right now for kids to do, but this still would be our #1 place to come, even if everything was open. So.
Yep.
The man giving these speed racers the green light, Millennium Kart owner John Buckland.
There are families that come in here on a regular basis that really we enjoy. They, over time, have become family.
It's what many people dream of doing as a kid, floating across the sky while looking down at the world below in a giant balloon. Fortunately for us, Napa Valley Balloons has turned our dreams into a stunning reality. But before we set sail off into the sunrise, we need a cowboy to show us how things get started on the ground. Captain Chad Eckerman has been a Napa Valley balloon pilot for 7 years and says there's a lot of work that goes into making sure it's all smooth sailing from here.
Well, first off, you got to have your crew. They're the most important. You think the pilot's the most important, but you got to have a good crew.
For this team, the work starts early by unloading these heavy 16-person baskets along with a massive balloon sheet that incredibly fits into a beanbag-sized pouch.
All that fabric weighs over 500 pounds. We use gas-powered fans to do a cold inflation to get the balloon to take shape. Once it takes shape, pilot will hop in, put heat into the balloon.
With the crisp morning breeze on our side, the baskets are loaded and we are ready for takeoff.